Good afternoon, everyone. This is Carmen Rojas with the Rojas Consulting Group. I just want to give a few more minutes. We had some technical troubles, and so we had to repost the link out there. So I want to give everyone just a few more minutes to see if they're going to be able to make the switch and jump on. But you know, the lovely thing about YouTube is that even if you miss it, you can always come back and check out the video a little later. So we're going to give people just a few more minutes. But since we're live, I figured I would come on now. I want to, the focus of today's webinar, this brief 20-30 minutes tops, will be about a new offering that we have at Rojas Consulting, and it is called Analytics Made Easy. And what we've done is taken digital analytics and made it ridiculously easy and amazingly affordable for any business to take advantage of. So hold tight for just a few more minutes. We can chit chat in the audience, and we will be getting started here in just a moment. Okay, well, we gave everybody just a quick second, and since we are live, and I know I'm taking a little bit of your time, and I know I have a million and one things to do today, we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, my name is Carmen Rojas. I am the owner and founder of Rojas Consulting, which is a digital marketing agency. Our mission and our purpose is to help companies to understand their customers and what makes them click. So the purpose of this new project and this new product is to make it super duper easy for companies to understand what's going on with their customers and to understand what makes them click. So I do have a bit of an agenda that we're going to run down because, you know, I like to kind of go long-winded. So I figured I'd get myself an agenda this time, and then perhaps some other day we can soapbox and we can talk about all kinds of other random things. But let me just let you know, if you stay to the end of this, I'm going to tell you about a special offer code that you can use, and we'll give you a nice little small token of my appreciation for watching this whole video when you sign up for Analytics Made Easy. So make sure you wait all the way to the end of the video. Again, my name is Carmen Rojas. I am a self-proclaimed marketing nerd. I've been in the digital marketing industry now for the better part, actually more than a decade. And I got started way back when, before there was social media. So before we could do things like this on YouTube and Facebook streaming and Instagram, and you know, even back before things like Black Planet and some of those other websites that we don't talk about anymore, I got started in marketing before all that. So we had to do it the old-fashioned way with newspapers and radios and things like that. But what I found myself always involved in was justifying the ad spend. So what I have built a career on is helping companies understand where they're putting their dollars in terms of marketing and how is it affecting their bottom line. I've had the privilege of working with brands like Coca-Cola, Subway, Shell. I was on teams that worked with also Verizon Wireless and World Vision and some other ones, and I've enjoyed that. And I finally had my Jerry Maguire moment and took the leap out of corporate marketing about 6 years ago and started Rojas Consulting. And so what you're seeing is our latest product offering for Rojas Consulting. And we are really, really proud of what we've been able to put together and spent a lot of time and defied a lot of experts in what I'm about to show you. And I'm sure that there are, you know, big agencies out there right now who are not going to be happy with what I'm about to show you. So just hang tight and we're going to get started here, and I will show you what it is. But I want you to stop and think before I start sharing all of my details. What would happen to your business if your marketing was better? Would you have more customers? And what would more customers mean to you? Would you have more sales? I certainly hope so. Would you, if you had more sales, would you have more, you'd have more money, you'd have more, you know, income coming into your house? Would you have more time to spend with your family because you've got more money, you can pay people to do the other jobs, and so maybe you could even step away from your business for a while and take that vacation you've been thinking about? All of that is possible if you just do the work and we improve your marketing. If we're better able to get your message in front of your customers in a way that causes them to click, then you are going to be better off as a business owner. We're going to be better off all together. So I want you to keep that in mind. Keep that goal in mind as we move through this. The one thing that I want you to take away from this is that marketing can be easier. I didn't say it was easy, but I said it was easier. If you're not using analytics, then I guarantee you're wasting time and you're wasting money, either in ads and things that you're buying and not really able to convert on, or you're wasting your own time, which is an even bigger waste of money because your time is extremely valuable. So the goal of this particular project is to make marketing easier and to save you time and save you money. And I'm going to give you 3 secret pieces of information as to how we do this that I guarantee you the big agencies out there are probably not going to be too happy about. But hey, it's all right. I don't mind sharing that because I know that you guys will appreciate what I have to share. Our project lets you know 3 critical pieces of information. And if you ask any marketing expert, they will tell you that these 3 things are important to the success of any marketing project. Any marketing campaign has to accomplish these 3 things. Number 1, you have to know exactly who your customers are. If you don't know who your customers are, I don't know who you're marketing to. And if you don't know who you're marketing to, then how are you going to get a message created? I guarantee you, even the biggest companies, Coca-Cola, for example, huge company, one of the biggest companies ever, they have very specific target audiences for each one of their product lines. Why do you think Coke Zero is different than Diet Coke? It is a different product, and I'm not going to give away Coca-Cola marketing secrets. Not that kind of show. But there's a difference. They have a different customer in mind, therefore they have different marketing in mind. You can take, for example, Toyota. They've got all these different cars and different market lines. Yes, they are an international brand. They want everybody to buy a Toyota, but the Corolla is different than the Avalon, is different than the Lexus. And each of those cars are designed to target a specific buyer and a specific audience. So if you don't know exactly who your customers are that you are trying to reach with your product or service, we're going to have a hard time. But this product teaches you exactly who they are. A lot of times we start out with something called an ideal customer profile. But the interesting thing about that is we start with one and we just guess. I mean, you have an idea on who you think your audience is. Our Analytics Made Easy program actually teaches you who they are. So you're not guessing anymore. You actually know who they are. The second thing that we do, so first you learn who they are. The second thing you need to know is where are they coming from? There's a difference between somebody who converts from Twitter and Facebook versus an email. There's a difference, or versus somebody who finds your site organically. There's a difference between the motivation in that customer. You need to understand that, and you need to target your message to fit each of those channels. You also need to understand where is most of your traffic coming from. If most of your traffic does in fact come from Twitter, then make your messages appropriate to that. If it doesn't, it comes from email or something else, you need to make your marketing messages match that. So number 1, you need to target those audiences. Number 2, you need to create messaging that speaks directly to them. So understand your customers, target them. That's what you have to do. Now, the third thing we want to talk about is you need to know exactly what is stopping them from buying. So even if you are a marketing person that is putting products in a grocery store, you need to understand what's stopping your customer from getting that bag of chips off the shelf. What is it? Is it the price? Is it the perceived health or lack thereof when you're talking about potato chips? But what is it that is stopping your customer? And you need to figure out how to overcome that. But if you don't know what's stopping them, you can't create the message to overcome it and make them do the thing that you're wanting them to do that makes you the most profitable. So real quick, the 3 things that any marketing plan has to do. Number 1, you need to know exactly who your customers are. Number 2, you need to know where they're coming from. And number 3, you need to understand what is stopping them from buying your product. And our marketing system, the Analytics Made Easy, gives you a data-backed, scientifically correct system to understand those three things. So let me get back to my original question. If I could help you create that marketing, if you remember we talked about that marketing that got you more customers, that grew your bottom line, that put more leads into your sales funnels, that moved you from your back office in your house into a building down the street, that took you from being an early stage startup to being an IPO ready company. If I could give you the marketing tools that would do that, wouldn't the $19.99 a month that this program costs be worth it? I mean, really, $19.99 a month, and you could have all of those things and more. But before we talk about the project, let me give you a little more information. What are you getting? First of all, we'll give you a daily report, which is a very quick, super fast email that just says, hey, nothing to worry about here, or hey, there's something going on that that needs your attention. Now, sometimes the need attention email is not because things are bad, but because things are really good. And we need to figure out what did we do that day to make things go so well. If your bounce rate drops by 15%, you, the business owner, need to understand that so that you can see why did this happen and if it's something that we need to or can replicate going forward. The next thing, so we've got reports. You'll get a meeting. Once a week, we'll meet and talk about everything we observed in that week. So you get the daily report. That's just a quick email. The meeting, that'll give you just the rundown of key metrics that will help you move the needle in your marketing program. The third thing we'll do is support. So instead of just telling you and being the alert to when something goes wrong, we'll actually give you the option to improve it. Our group is staffed completely with high-trained experts, Google Analytics and Google AdWords certified professionals that can help you to harness this marketing machine and start making the wheels spin in your direction. All right. Now, like I said, other marketing agencies charge thousands for this, and I can tell you they do because I used to, and I used to get it. I used to get companies that would pay me all this money. And you know, my Jerry Maguire moment that I mentioned before, I wanted to see companies like me and you know, like my neighbors and those people start to succeed as well. And it's not fair when, you know, you have big, huge companies that have $1 million marketing budgets and can afford to pay thousands of dollars versus companies that are working on a shoestring. You guys are the ones that need this the most, and that's why I created this program. It gives you everything you need and none of the BS that you don't in terms of your marketing and analytics at this stage in your business's growth. And let me just close with this one thing. Money is good. Money is great. Success is even better. Okay? So don't let the $19.99 a month stop you from getting the success that you ultimately need. Don't let it stop you. Let it inspire you. $19.99 a month is all we're asking for this program. I will post the link here in just a few minutes that will tell you exactly where you need to go so that you can sign up for this program. $19.99 a month, cancel anytime. It's not a long-term thing. All it is a long-term success plan. It is a way for you to get money and make your marketing work on a long-term basis rather than in the short term. So if you want success, I've got it for you. If you just want money, you can keep your $19.99. But if you're willing to give $19.99 to be able to receive information that will change your business and change your marketing for the better, then we need to talk. So make sure you go to the website and fill out the information there. Make sure you're signing up for this special offer. I am only offering 20 spaces available for this offering. It's too low of a price point for me to keep the doors open of my business too long by offering it at this point. So $19.99 per month, cancel anytime, analytics that come directly to you with only the information you need to know. How easy is that? Super easy. So go to the website, check it out. I'm so glad to have talked with you today. Hope to see you as a client and make it a good day.